Welcome to Getting Retail Results, Lesson 2 in the 3-part Money Mastery series. Getting retail results. Getting retail results is probably one of the most important pieces of having an effective business. Retail is an indicator that our customers trust us because they're choosing to purchase from us. So let me ask you guys this. When I say the word retail, what comes to mind?
Selling.
The owner's making money off of me.
Very good.
Pressure.
Having to sell.
Having to sell, pressure, the owner's making money on me. Deal.
This is not what I went to hairdressing school for, or cosmetology school.
Very good. I didn't go to school to be a salesperson, right? Very good. Let me ask you this. How many of you have ever experienced being sold?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've all experienced being sold. And would I be correct to say that you don't want your customers to feel sold?
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
All right, so because you have a story in your head that I don't want my customers to feel sold, therefore you choose to not sell, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm going to post a challenge to you. A, I don't want you to sell. As an owner of a business, the last thing I want you to do is sell. Because when I said to you, have you ever experienced being sold? Your words were like, oh, yeah. Like your whole bodies went down, right? Because it's an awful experience. I don't want you to sell. I want you to serve. If you serve first, you will never have to sell. So let me ask you guys this question. How many of you ever experienced being served?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure. When was the last time you had that experience? Somebody share with me what that experience was of being served.
I was on a plane flying home a couple days ago from New York, and we were sitting in the row. It was right by the bathrooms. So it's like couldn't sleep, couldn't do anything, and you're cooped up, and we were uncomfortable, and the flight attendant noticed that. So she actually went up to first class and brought us some champagne in the little cup, and then a couple of little chocolate pieces that they have in first class. She didn't have to do that, and she came up and said, shh. She said, keep this to yourselves, but I noticed you guys can't get to sleep, so I wanted to give you something to take care of that. That, to me, was being totally served.
Very good. So excellent. Somebody went out of their way to take care of you. Who else had their hand up? Go ahead, Kim.
The experience that I think of is in a restaurant when my brother and I were treating my parents for their 20 or 25th wedding anniversary, so it was special. We were fairly young, so it was a big splurge for us in spending this kind of money. And the restaurant that we chose had a good reputation, and by far they exceeded their reputation that I had. When we walked in, my mom and I were greeted with a fresh cut rose. We were seated. She and I got the menus without the pricing.
Wow.
And they were just so above and beyond attentive without being pains in the neck. If our water was down, they were right there to do it. If they saw that we needed something, they were right, Johnny on the spot kind of thing. And yet they weren't like overbearing.
Sure.
And at the end, they realized that we were celebrating something. They really didn't get what they were celebrating. And they brought out my mom. After they're realizing and paying attention to it, they brought her out a whole bouquet of roses, like as a gift for their wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow.
So it was just a great experience for us and for them.
So really, though, the whole entire staff were anticipating your needs throughout the entire time that you were in the
Absolutely.
restaurant. Very good. So what I hear everyone saying is that when you're served, not sold, you feel welcomed, you feel great, you feel happy, you even feel like you want to go back to these places or fly on the same airline or go back to the same department store or clothing store, whatever that might be, correct?
Yes.
Very good. Can you see now that retail has nothing to do with what you initially thought?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's not about the owner wanting to make money. It's not about that experience of uncomfortableness. It's about service. Because when you serve first, selling automatically takes place. Right? Very good. If I could teach you a way today to serve your clients with retail and not sell, would that be valuable?
Yes.
Yes.
So I want to share some interesting facts with you regarding retail to give you some understanding of the power that retail has. A study was done in a national trade magazine that said if a client purchases one product, there is a 30% chance the client will come back to the business. If a client purchases two products, there's a 60% chance that they will be back in your business. And lastly, if the client purchases three products or more, there's a, what would you say?
90%.
90% chance that they'll be back in your business. So you see, retail has little to do with selling and everything to do with serving and retaining your customers. The more you serve me, the more loyal I become, the longer I stay as your customer. Retailing is producing a result called serving and retaining. We measure how effective we are by tracking our sales and focusing on what we expect to sell. Many of you have no idea as to what you should be selling or what goals you should be setting, correct?
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to decide, maybe $100, maybe $200, but really we're not clear all the time what that should be. In order to help you and to give you some clarification, let's take a look at some industry statistics. Currently, what would you say the average retail ticket is in our industry? Now consider this. You're going to take all of the retail sales in our industry and all of the clients and divide the clients into the retail sales. What do you think on average a client spends on a retail product?
$11.
$11. Who else?
13.
13.
15.
15. Here we go. $3.27.
Wow.
Yikes.
So what does that say? What does that mean?
We're not doing
We're
our
not
job.
selling a lot of products.
We're not educating.
We're not educating. We're not selling product. We're not doing our job. Our customer's not buying from us, but they're buying because don't you guys know that they have product?
Yes.
So where are they buying?
Walmart.
Walmart. Where else?
Discount place.
Discount stores. Where else?
Costco.
Costco.
The grocery store.
The grocery store. So
Other salons.
other salons, department store, wherever that might be. But they're buying.
Yeah.
So why not follow a system to have them buy from you? Because if they buy from you, what are the advantages to that? Who can share with me what would be the advantage of me buying product from you?
Well, it's coming directly, when it's coming from me, I'm your expert, I'm your salon professional. So I'm not a clerk at the drugstore that you're asking a question about a product. I'm actually trained to support you in giving you exactly what you need and in teaching you how to use it.
Very good.
So that would be, to me, the biggest benefit.
The benefit is I'm the expert and you buy the things that I would recommend so I know what you're using on your hair. What's another benefit?
Another benefit is guaranteeing the product. Like I know that I can return products back at the salon.
Very good. So it actually guarantees their purchase. If you're not happy with it, you can bring it back to me. Very good. Kim.
The thing that I heard you say when you talked about the percentages of when somebody buys one product, 30% comes back. If they buy three, 90% comes back. So that's guaranteeing me return business.
Absolutely. You get return business. The customer gets a product on their hair, skin, nails, whatever that might be that you know is going to work. So they're happy. And most importantly, you all said you want to make more money, right?
Yeah.
So it helps you in your retail commissions to earn extra money. But even if you weren't getting a commission from retail, your customer is purchasing from you, which means retention. And all of us would rather retain the clients that we have than go out and work twice as hard to get a new one, correct?
There's another benefit that I'm thinking of, Julie, and that's person is my walking billboard, and I want them looking fabulous. And if they're buying products that I don't know about and putting whatever in their hair, then that's my advertisement out there. So when my client looks good and I have educated them on how to use it, where to put it, and people are asking, wow, your hair looks great, then that's guaranteeing that I'm also bringing in new clients as well.
So it could actually help you to gain referrals in your business, making it easy for you to build your business.
Yes.
Perfect. So when we heard that the average ticket was $3.27, many of you had started out with $11, $12, $13, $15. Well, how much is the average bottle of product?
$10 an hour?
10, 12, some 15, some even higher. But if we average it out, we're going to be around that $12, $15 range, right? So if our current average in the industry is $3.27, and we're saying that the average bottle costs $12, how are we doing?
Not
Not so good.
Not so good, exactly. This means that roughly 1 out of every 3 to 4 people leave your business with retail. Do you think that that's good?
No.
No. And within 24 hours, over 90% of consumers will purchase a product. Why not have them purchasing for you? So how many bottles do you think a customer should leave with minimally?
4.
4, Kim. Very good.
1.
1.
3.
Well, it depends. I mean, if I'm doing a facial, there could be anywhere from 6 to 10, depending upon the lotions and different oils that I would have to use.
Absolutely. So we're all in agreement that a customer should leave with 1 to 5, 6, 10 products, correct?
Sure.
Yeah.
So if you took a visual journey of your own bathroom right now, and you closed your eyes and you thought about what's in my bathroom, and you looked at the top of the sink and you could see those products there. You open your drawers and you can count the bottles there. You open the doors below your sink and wow, there's even more. We pull back your shower curtain and you've got half a dozen in there. How many products do you guys have in your bathroom?
Tons.
At least 50.
At least 50.
Way too many.
Way too many. Exactly. So what I'm trying to get at, you guys, is consumers buy, and they buy for 2 reasons. And what did we say those 2 reasons that customers purchase are?
Good feelings.
Good feelings.
And solutions.
Good feelings and solutions. So if you make me feel good throughout my service and you provide a solution to the challenge that I have with my hair, skin, or nails, and most importantly, you be sure to remind me that these are the things that you used on me today and invite me to purchase, I'm actually going to buy from you. Because regardless, I'm going to buy somewhere else. Your job is to educate. Your job is to close and wrap it up so that they actually purchase from you. So I'm going to give you some expectations that the top salons and spas in the country have for their team members, and what I personally had for mine as well. So if as a service provider, if you're a massage therapist, then my expectation is that you sell minimally 5% retail to service. And why would I say 5% retail to service?
I think typically as a massage therapist, we don't have a lot of products per se to sell, or maybe we don't think we do.
Very good, Steve. So there might be fewer items available in the spa for you to sell to your customer. So, and I'm also going to encourage you to think out of that box, because if you took it to the next level, lotions, and you have hair, they have hair, they might need shampoo or hairspray. So taking it the step further and considering that, but minimally 5%. My nail techs, 15% retail to service. My hairdressers, 25% retail to service. So that means, you guys, when I say retail to service, that means if you sold $1,000 in services this week, you performed $1,000 worth of services, then as a hairdresser, my expectation would be you sold at least $250 in retail. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. And then finally, my estheticians. My expectation for you is 100% service to retail. Why do you suppose that is, Kim?
Because my products are typically much more expensive.
Very good. So your facial may start at $50, $60, $70, and 1 bottle of cream could be $60 on itself.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So my expectation is 100% retail to service for you. Now that you know what the expectations are, you'll need to adjust your weekly goals to watch your average retail ticket grow. Often salons and spas will place a benchmark on retail in terms of the number of pieces sold or the percentage. So you might have a goal with your salon and spa that you need to sell 1 piece per customer. Okay, so you might track it that way. So I want 1 bottle per customer. I'm going to see 30 customers. The average bottle is $10. That would be $300. Or I want to sell 25% retail to service, and my goal this week is 1,000. So that means your retail goal would be 250. However that is, adjust your goals accordingly, but start thinking about, if I'm presenting 1 to 5 products to my customer, the more I present, the more chances I have of retail going out the door. Let me recap. Step 1 is during the needs assessment, you're going to be sure to inform the customer that throughout your service today, you will be educating them on retail. And when you're done, they can choose what you need. Step 2 takes place during the service. Every time you pick a bottle up, you tell the customer what you're using, why you're using it, and how they would use it at home. And lastly is the close, step 3, the most important piece. When you've completed the service, You want to take all the products and line them up on the counter, presenting anywhere from 3 to 5 or more products. And you want to let the customer know, these are the products that I used on you today. What would you like to take with you? Be sure to be quiet and wait for them to choose. So how many of you feel that you could take this on with your next customer and have more confidence and more success with retail?
Me
Sure,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good. So I'm going to pose that challenge to you. Go out and follow this system. Start in the needs assessment, follow the what, why, how, keep it simple, and most importantly, be sure to present the products at the end for the close. If everyone would take a look at your handout called the Retail Self-Assessment, we will begin by discussing the 10 areas in a salon and spa that offer great opportunities to produce retail results. You will then be given a chance to rate yourself as to how effective you or your team is in each of these areas. It's important that you're honest. This is to support you in having greater retail success. I will ask you a question regarding one of the areas, and then I will give you an opportunity to rate your personal success in this particular area. Remember, this is for you, so be honest. And at times, you may have to answer for the salon as a whole, because you may not personally take care of that area I might be speaking about. So you may have to actually think about, how would I rate my entire team? We are going to rate on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 means you are really ineffective, or that your team as a whole is ineffective and we're not doing it. Giving yourself a rating of 10 means you do it effectively all of the time, or that the team is doing it really effectively all the time. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. So let's follow along together. Number 1, when a client calls into the salon, either by phone or walking in, do you yourself or does the front desk team share what the current salon promotions or specials are? Do you have an on-hold service that shares with customers the current promotions and service specials? So when that customer comes into our salon, are we educating them about the specials, the promotions that we have? Or when they call in, are we even talking about what's happening in the salon and the spa? So think about that. You're going to have to rate your entire team as a whole, because you may do it yourself, or you may have a team of people and you all share the responsibility. So take the time right now to give yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being poor, 10 being great. Number 2, when a client walks into the salon, does your current retail center scream, "Buy me," or does it say that you didn't care enough and that we're really not interested in selling retail? Do you have beautiful displays? Is it inviting? Are all of the bottles clean, dusted, lined up meticulously? Is there adequate retail, or is there a shortage? So imagine your retail space. When a client walks into the salon, does it scream, "We sell retail here"? So give your business a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. Number 3, the changing area or the restroom. Do you have products for the customers to try while using the restroom or the changing room? What is the client washing their hands with? Is it something that we retail, or is it Dove or a regular hand soap? Is there a visual display of our promotions in the restroom? Is there proper signage? Is it clean? Remember, impeccability is a team responsibility, not an individual's. In the changing room, are they able to try products themselves? Do you take pride in those areas and think about those as retail opportunities? Give yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. Number 4, the station. Does your station have a simple and neat retail display, or is it sloppy, unorganized, and filled with unnecessary items like your kids' pictures, your coffee from this morning, your leftover Mountain Dew from yesterday, your certificates of achievement? Remember, you are there to serve your clients, not to sell your family. Okay? So is your station clean, clutter-free? Do you have a nice retail display? Are you recommending the products on your station, or are you using something else that you don't even sell in your salon or spa and recommending those? Do you have a retail display or shelf talkers near or around your station talking about what is the retail we offer? Give yourself a rating. Number 5, the needs assessment. Do you use it every time, all the time, consistently taking that 2 to 4 minutes to perform the needs assessment, and let them know during the needs assessment that you will be recommending products throughout the service, and when they are done, they can choose what they need. So are you remembering to put that vital piece inside of the needs assessment? Do you do it all the time? Do you do it some of the time? Have you completely forgotten that? Give yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. Number 6 is the shampoo or the salon experience. So listen carefully. If you're a stylist, during the shampoo experience, are you explaining to your clients what you're using, why you're using it, and how they use it at home? For all my other technicians, no matter what your job title is, skin, massage, nails, do you provide either a 5-minute scalp massage or an added value experience, a paraffin hand treatment maybe? Are you giving them an experience that allows you to share the what, why, how with the customer? So give yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. Number 7, during the actual service cycle, okay, when the customer is actually receiving the service, are you educating the customer on everything you're using for them? Every time you pick up a product, are you saying, this is what I recommend, this is why I recommend it, and this is how you would use it at home? If you're an esthetician or a massage therapist, are you making sure that you, at that service point, when you're all done, you educate them? Or if they gave you permission, are you educating them throughout the service? There is nothing worse, you guys, than when a technician uses a product on a client's nails, skin, hair in the massage room and neglects to share with the customer what they are using. Myself as a customer, I've often experienced the fact that, ooh, I like the way that smells. And then they still don't even tell me what they're using. So during the service, are you educating them? Give yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. Number 8, product recommendation. At the end of the service, do you put the 3 to 5 products on the counter, review what, why, and how the client will use them? Or do you just say, I'll see you next time, see you in 6 weeks, have a great weekend? Do you also recommend products that are truly serving your customers' needs? I don't want you to recommend the promotion because you have to, and you have to have a unit go out the door. I want you to be sure, are you making those product recommendations that will fill the need of your customer? So give yourself a rating. Are you doing that? Number 9, the completion, the close. So once you've placed that 3 to 5 products on the counter and you've shared with them the what, why, and how of the selection, do you actually ask the customer to purchase? So it should sound something like this. These are the products that I recommend for you today. What would you like to take with you? If the client chooses no, do you give them a prescription with your recommendations? Do you invite them back and rebook your client, or do you leave it up to the front desk to support you in finishing your job? Give yourself a rating. Last but not least, number 10, the follow-up above and beyond. What kind of system are you using to follow up with your customers? Do you do a follow-up call? Do you do a thank you card? Are you remembering to enter notes into your software system or to write them on your index cards about the products that your customers actually purchased, as well as the ones that you recommended? So are you taking the time to follow up above and beyond so that when you come in to see me the next time, I'm actually recalling what you purchased? So do you take that time? Give yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. And now that we've completed rating ourselves, take a moment and add up your responses. Your score is your percentage of effectiveness in successfully recommending retail. Your target is to have 100%. You may find yourself anywhere from the low 20s to high 80s. Regardless of where you are, you now have a roadmap to assessing where you are and what areas of improvement you need. So let me ask you, how'd you guys do? What did we get?
Lousy.
Did all right.
Did all right? What's all right? What percentage did you get?
I had like 72%.
That's really good.
That's awesome.
Very
That's
good.
a C.
That's a C? Okay, she's going back to school. Who else?
I'm at 35, so
35.
I don't
Okay,
know why
good.
she's complaining.
I got a 48.
48?
Yeah.
I'm even worse. I'm 27.
27. Very good. So no matter where you guys are, you now can see what area you could improve upon, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So take a moment and circle the one area in the next 30 days that you're going to either A, work on personally, or B, work with your team to support them in improving that area. Circle that area. And that's going to be your compass, your focus for the next 30 days. And once you've gotten that improved, then you can work on the next thing and on the next thing. Remember, retail's a cycle. It takes place every day, no matter what. And the more effective you get at ensuring that you're presenting at every possible point in the cycle, the more opportunity you're gaining to actually have that customer purchase retail from you. May I have a volunteer share the area that they see it has the most opportunity for improvement for them? What area did you circle, Lewis?
Product recommendation.
Product recommendation. Very good. And what is it specifically, the action that you're going to take to improve your product recommendation, Lewis?
I'm going to talk about, the oils, the creams, and the files, and the nail polishes that I have at my station.
Very good. So you're actually going to start talking about all the things that you use.
Open my mouth.
Open your mouth. Okay, good. I didn't think you had a problem with that.
No, I talk about everything else but.
Okay, good. So you're actually going to focus your conversation to the particular products that you use on your customers' nails.
Yes.
That's very good. Excellent. Who else would share? Go ahead, Alejandra.
The clothes.
The clothes. And what is the specific action that you will take regarding the clothes?
To physically walk with my client and line up the products in front of them and share that this is what I use today and close it up out front.
Very good. So what I heard you say is that you're actually not walking.
Yes.
Okay, good. So we're going to actually walk. That's the action. I'm going to physically be walking my customer to the front desk. I'm going to line those products up and let them know this is what I used on you. What would you like to take with you?
Yes.
Correct? Very good, you guys. Excellent job. Now, if I recall, everybody in this room said that they wanted to make more money, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you like to know what this means in your pocket? So let me take a moment and recap and take you back to the retail systems. And if you recall, there are 3 pieces to the retail system. Number 1, step 1, during the needs assessment, be sure to tell your customer that you will be educating them throughout the service on what you're going to be using. And when they're done, they can choose what they need. Step 2, during the service, every time you pick up that product, tell them what you used, why you used it, and how they use it at home. And lastly, step 3, at the close, place 3 to 5 products on the counter and say, these are the products that I recommend for you today. What would you like to take with you? Selling retail is all about serving your customers. Serve first, selling automatically takes place. Retail is as easy as 1, 2, 3.